Google completely ditched their Nexus lineup for the Pixel lineup in both the Pixel and Pixel XL from last year. Now, even to this date, you can't really compare a Pixel phone to any other flagship out there because of how well optimized the software is on a Pixel device. That being said though, there were many shortcomings in the Pixel device. One being the fact that the design was pretty uninspired. You got large bezels on the front of the phone and the back was constructed out of a glass and metal build, which not many people liked. But with 1 year gone for Pixel and Pixel XL devices, we can finally start talking about the next generation. What are the rumors we can expect to become reality? Is the Pixel XL 2 gonna deliver? This is the video you're gonna find out. So let's get the major question out of the way. Who is going to be manufacturing the next series of Pixels? Well, the first manufacturer that comes to mind is of course HTC, because they manufactured the Pixel and Pixel XL. Now, if they're going to be manufacturing the next series, you can expect features from the HTC U11, their current flagship, to carry over, which could be things like the Edge Sense feature where you can squeeze your phone to make it take a picture or to accomplish a task, or the stereo speakers. I'd actually like the latter to come to Pixel devices because it was one of the weaknesses of the phone. With there being no stereo experience, the speakers sounded tinny, and this could be a major change in the next generation of Pixel devices. That being said though, if HTC are going to be manufacturing the next series of Pixel smartphones, you can't expect them to make a bezel-less design. The HTC U11 didn't have a bezel-less design, and you can probably expect something similar for the Pixel lineup. Now, that is a bad thing because other flagships like the Galaxy S8, the LG G6, the new Essential phone, and the rumored iPhone are going bezel-less, and in this case Google might not want to stay behind. So I think LG might be taking over from HTC in making the next series of Pixel smartphones. Now, this could be again a good or a bad thing. This would mean that the 90 DxO mark rating camera that we saw on the HTC U11 might not make it onto Pixel or the next generation of Pixel devices, but you will see a bezel-less screen. So what do you kind of prefer? Do you kind of prefer a really good camera, or do you prefer a dual camera like how LG implemented it with the LG G6 and a bezel-less design? Let me know in the comments down below. But we're not done here. There are two variants to this year's Pixels as well. They both have different code names, and I am going to be talking about each one separately. The flagship of the two will be of course the Pixel XL2, and the codename for it is Taimen. Now, in terms of display, you can expect a 6-inch QHD or 2K OLED panel, which would bring in a lot of screen real estate, and for such a big panel you could expect the phone to be large, but at the same time, if it was a bezel-less smartphone, it wouldn't be so large. Now, internally, you're going to expect the Snapdragon 835 processor, 2.45 GHz octa-core, and you're going to be expecting 4 GB of RAM with 128 GB of onboard memory with no microSD card slot, just like how the Pixel XL from last year was. Now, major developments might include an IP67 or IP68 certification, which would make the phone water resistant or waterproof, and nothing about the camera has been stated so far, so I can't really comment apart from the fact that we're more than likely to be seeing a dual camera setup. In terms of the other phone, the Pixel phone or the next generation Pixel phone, it too has a codename called Walleye, and this phone is to sport a 5-inch 1080p panel, not the 1440p panel that you saw on the flagship Taimen, and it's also going to have 4 GB of RAM, the Snapdragon 835 processor at 2.45 GHz, but only 64 GB of internal storage with no option to expand via microSD. I don't know anything about the battery life on either of the two phones, but we are expecting both of these phones to have a glass and hybrid metal build, which kind of sticks to the Pixel essence of phones, and I might forgive Google for doing that. I think the fingerprint scanner will stay in the exact same position at the back because everyone seemed to like it there, and if LG is going to be manufacturing the phone, it's more than likely that the fingerprint scanner will be there, but I just wish they can indent it a little bit to make it just that much more comfortable. In terms of software, you can expect the latest Android OS which would be Android O if the phone does come out this fall, like it is rumored to do so. And of course, with stock Android, you can expect a very fluid experience, and with the Snapdragon 835 processor on board, this experience just gets better and better. But in terms of price, I don't know if Google is trying to compete with the budget lineup in trying to make one phone considerably cheaper than the other phone. I don't think that's personally gonna happen. So both of these will be flagship phones with flagship prices. So if you're on a budget, you might as well not wait for the Pixel XL 2 unless you can spend that much. And we can expect the phone to be going for around $700, which is quite a bit of money. But yeah, that is all that we know about the Pixel 2 and Pixel XL 2. Unfortunately, there isn't anything about the camera so far, but we can expect the rumors to grow in the near future. And I sure do hope they bring the different colors they did with the Pixel and Pixel XL, the very uninspired names, and the blue color, because the blue color was my favorite and I love blue. But yeah, that is all for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the Pixel 2 and Pixel XL 2. Are you planning to pick one up? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.